Hi everyone, welcome to StunnerShare. So after a long time I'm uploading a video today. So this video is all about the Nifty, what can be expected or when the trend can change to bullish using only moving average. Here I'm not going to cover the price action theory of higher high, higher lows, whether the support is formed or not, when can we ensure that the trend is very bullish. All these are not, I'm not going to cover. I'm just going to cover you a simple moving average setup. So based on 10 to 13 years of data whichever available in TradingView, I'll be uploading that. If you guys wanted to know about more data, then what you guys can do is like you guys can go beyond to 2010 and then check like what has happened at those time from the beginning of the time till 2010. You guys can check. Okay, so now this video will cover only the moving average concept. And if you guys feel you guys want to interact with me, do let me know the time in the comment section so that I'll try to plan a YouTube live session today or like whenever possible. But do let me know like when do you guys expect a video, or when do you guys want me to go live. So based on that I'll try to come live as well. Before moving on to this video, strict disclaimer here in this video, whatever I'm trying to say is all about my understanding, my knowledge. So I can be wrong at any places. Always market is supreme. So I would request you guys to do your own analysis and try to play with it. Do not blame me for your profits and losses. And a kind help which is requested from you guys is like do support and do let me know like what is expected from and what can be done, so that I can also like start doing it from like I can also start doing it again. And that is the help which is expected from you guys. Kindly support by at least subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. So all these things can help. Share your feedback, that will be most helpful for me. Moving on to this video further without wasting a lot of time. So what is that I'm going to cover? Okay, and why is moving averages picked? So simple thing, I'm just going into a daily chart, Nifty spot, and 20 SMA has crossed below 200 SMA. So this is a proper bearish sign. Okay, there can be more bearish sign whenever you include a 50 SMA, 100 SMA, and all these are like below 200 and 20 is below all those, and the price is also trading 20. That is a very good bearish sign. Okay, but now right now I'm covering a 20 SMA crossed below 200 SMA. So what is expected? So like now the trend is looking bearish, but the like overall question what people will have is like, okay, the trend is bearish, I understand, but when can I change, when the trend can change it to bearish, bullish, and when can I see market going for a top? And that will be the question most of the people will have. But let me tell you the history of what has happened whenever a bearish trend has started, and when that bearish trend is converting to a bullish trend, what all things we have to do, or how to make sure that we are in a profitable side, or how to take an entry and ensure that we are also in along with the trend. So that is what we are going to cover today. Now let me go till January 13th. Randomly I've taken 13th today, so 13th, and changed the month to January, and 2010 data which I'm going to see. And I have to go for, okay, so this is the date. Okay, so there are several conditions which needs to be met. First of all, 20 SMA has to trade below the 200 SMA. That is where our condition might come into play. Okay, so this is a condition which we are going to face now. So let me tell you the conditions. So the first condition will be like candle must be about 20 SMA and 200 SMA. Okay, forget about whether 20 is about 200 or 200 is about 20. Forget about that. Candle must be about 20 SMA and 200 SMA. Okay, so from here, okay, if you see guys, if you see over here, from here the price started moving and gave a close above the 20 SMA and so as the 200 SMA. But we are not worried about that. This is one of the condition, and we are not sure whether that bottom is formed. We are not sure whether it is going to for the top. Don't worry about that, forget about that. Okay, just first condition, 20 SMA has the stock has to close above the 20 SMA and 200 SMA. The condition met or not? Yes, condition met. Next condition is like marks swing recent high. So accordingly, if you see this is the recent high, and the next candle is also high, but let's mark it. Let's not worry about it. Let's mark it. Okay, so this is the recent high. This is the recent high which we have seen. We are not sure like say for example, after this candle has come down, so that is why I'm saying this is a recent high. Maybe if there is no these candles and the candles are like forming green, and then any pullback will tell you where is the recent high is forming. Okay, so first of all, candle has closed above the 200 as well as the 20 SMA, and I am going to mark the recent high. Next is like 20 crosses above the 200. Now I have to wait till the time the 20 is crossing above the 200. Okay, so Okay, till the time here, even in this candle 20 SMA has not crossed above the 200 SMA. So this recent high scenario is failed. Okay, this recent high will not accept the recent high, because when this candle also moved big, then what? Then this is a recent high, right? This candle is a recent high. Clear? And now 20 SMA has crossed above the 200 SMA. So this is the recent high now. Okay, now this is the recent high. By this time, three of the conditions has been satisfied. One, the candle is about 20 SMA and 200 SMA. Second thing, the 20 SMA has crossed above the 200 SMA. And third thing, I'm marking a recent high. Now, what is the fourth condition? Swing low must touch at least 20 SMA. So what here swing low means, after giving a close above the 20 SMA and 200 SMA, after the 20 SMA crossed above the 200 SMA, there needs to be a pullback where the candle must touch the 20 SMA. Okay, say for example, assume there are few of the red candles over here, so the recent high will get shifted over here. Okay, the recent high will be shifting over the high what we are having over here. So we can change that, that's not an issue, but we need to wait for the pullback. So here sort of a pullback came, but it did not touch the 20 SMA. Clear? So the conditions does not met, so the condition has failed. So around May 2009, the condition did not met, so the entry did not trigger. Clear? Okay, it did not touch the 220 SMA, so the conditions did not trigger. Okay, now let me clear all the drawings. Now let me go to the next possible scenario where the 20 SMA is crossing above the 200 SMA. Okay, that is the main scenario you have to see. You should not take an entry. Okay, now the 220 SMA is touched. Okay, let me take an entry here. No, I'm not telling that. Okay, I need this proper scenario to happen. Okay, 20 SMA should cross above the 200 SMA, and that is where you have to take. So here this possible setup, whatever I'm trying to say is like, first the initial trend needs to be in bearish trend, and then from bearish it has to turn to bullish. Clear? Now let us go to a scenario over here. Now 20 SMA has crossed below the 200 SMA, and this looks like a short term bearish. Now after that, what has happened? First condition, 20 SMA, sorry, the candle has to close above the 20 SMA and 200 SMA. Yes, the candle has closed here, all closed, and the recent swing high is over here. Now, second condition, 20 SMA has to cross above the 200 SMA. Here, 20 SMA has crossed above the 200 SMA, and what is the recent high? This is the recent high. Clear? And after that, what's next? After that, the swing low should touch the 20 SMA. Yes, the swing low has touched the 20 SMA. Now what's the entry criteria? This high, if it is broken, then you can enter. But the high has broken or not? No. Here, this is during April 2011. April 2011, conditions are met, but entry not triggered. Okay, now let us go to the next possible scenario where it is happening. So here also the trend is going to bearish. Here also bearish till 2012 it's bearish. Okay, 2012 we are getting a possible entry. Let's see. Here first condition, candles must close above the 20 SMA and the 200 SMA. Yes, the candles has closed, so the recent high is over here. Forget about how long it goes. Let it go over here also, but a pullback towards 20 SMA is always expected. Okay, so this is the high which has been recently formed, and 20 SMA has crossed above the 200 SMA or not. Okay, I'm sorry, this is not the high. Why I'm saying this is the high? Okay, the candles are closing above the 20 SMA, 200 SMA, but the crossover has happened here only. Okay, so let me mark that as well in a vertical line. The crossover has marked here only. So I have to choose a high very recently to that. So this is the recent high which has been formed. And is there any pullback? No, there is no pullback at all. And then we are just shifting the high over here. Okay, until and unless there is a pullback, we have to shift the high. So now the high is over here and there is a pullback. So the candles touch the 20 SMA. All conditions are met. Now what is the entry point? If this particular high is broken, and then that will be the entry point. Did the entry point got triggered? No. And the trend started going bearish. So around this zone around Feb 2012, conditions did not met. because the conditions are met but not triggered. Entry only did not trigger, right? So that is what. And there will be a question, okay, if I've taken an entry, what is the SL? I'll cover it up. Let it give an entry, then I'll cover it up. Okay. Now a short-term bearish trend. Now there is again a bullish trend which is going to happen. And what's next over here? First of all, candle has to close above the 20 SMA. Yes, closed. Okay. So till this candle, there is no crossover happened above 20 SMA to 200 SMA. So before this candle, initially I would say this is a close. Okay, this candle closed above the 20 SMA and 200 SMA. So this is a high. But this candle gave a high. This candle I'll be like waiting every day. I'll be shifting, and finally I would have shifted my entry point over here. Sorry, I shifted my high over here, previous recent high, but still again the swing, the 20 SMA did not close above the 200 SMA. Again, now what I will do is like, okay, right now the 20 SMA and 200 SMA is crossed, but there is no pullback. So I would wait for a pullback. So finally my entry point would have been over here. Why would have been over here? Because the pullback is coming towards 20 SMA and 200 SMA. Clear? Now the pullback has come, and now the pullback is also come at 20 SMA and 200 SMA, and after that here only the entry got triggered. Okay, all these days whatever we have tried, okay, let us go there and take May 2009, right? Okay, this is May 2000, right? Here the condition did not met. We did not touch the 20 SMA, so condition did not met. Then we will go to April 2011. Okay, here April 2011, above this we have to take an entry, but candle did not go at all. It started falling down, so forget about it. And meanwhile the 20 SMA also crossed below the 200 SMA, so the entry will not at all happen. We should not take that entry at all. Then Feb 2012 also high made over here, and after that the stock started going down, and it has formed a crossover, like 20 SMA crossed below the 200 SMA. Now finally, if you guys see over here, the entry point is over here. We have marked. We have to see at least the candle should touch the 20 SMA, but it went till 200 SMA. Not an issue, but still the entry will be active. Why? Because the crossover of 20 SMA going below 200 SMA did not happen. Okay, so we have to wait. And this is entry point got triggered at 8th, like August 2012. Okay, we marked on July, and the entry point got triggered on August 2012. Now there will be a question like, what is the SL? I would keep this swing low as SL. After waiting for 3 to 4 years, we got an entry, and that entry we are going to keep a stop loss of this. Yes, the stop loss is big. 5,350 will be your entry, and 5,000 will be your stop loss. 350 point stop loss, no other go. But if this stock performs good, then your profit will also be increasing. Okay, moreover, whenever you see a recent swing low forming, just try to update your SL. Okay, so here 5,350 is your entry, and 5,000 is your stop loss. So 5,700 is what is expected, and we got our target over here. Okay, so in August 2012, yes, August 2012, right? August 2012, entry got met, sorry, condition target met, entry triggered, SL not hit, and target got hit. After waiting for 2009, 2010, 2011 and 2012, in the mid only, we have gotten one entry, and that entry told us our target is hit. I'm just giving for 1:1. Like whenever, see, you have taken entry over here, your entry is over here, initial stop loss is over here. Okay, initial stop loss over here. Then maybe you could have, then the stock started moving, you would have placed your SL over here. Then you could have updated your stop loss over here or over here, based on like your thing, because whenever the recent high is broken only, then only we will come to know, okay, the recent swing low. So when the swing low is forming over here, this is a lower high, this high did not break, so I would have placed my stop loss over here. Then after going up, I would have placed my stop loss over here, and after going up, I would have placed my stop loss over here, and this stop loss would have got hit. So around here it would have got hit. Anyways, 5,800, 1:1. Let's assume we have got 1:1 target itself. Okay, now forget about what's next. Okay, now let's forget about this. This is not, this we cannot consider. I need at least like 1 week or 1 month of 20 SMA crossing below the 200 SMA. So these things we cannot help. Okay, these things we cannot help. Okay, Now let us see. Okay, now this is good, this is good. Okay, now let us see. Okay, now let me remove all the drawings. Okay, from here to here the candle closed about 20 SMA and 200 SMA. So till that time 20 SMA crosses 200 SMA, I have to wait. So here only the 20 SMA crossed 200 SMA. So according to me, the recent high has formed over here. Okay, the recent high has formed over here. So my entry point will be when this particular thing is like cleared, then that will be my entry point. And there are few pullbacks and the candles has touched the 20 SMA. So whenever this particular high is getting broken, then I will be entering and my stop loss will be over here. Okay, so entry at 6150, stop loss is 5700, around 450 point stop loss. Now let us see whether our stop loss is got hit or not. And 6150 and 5700, so 450 points. So here 6600 will be my target. Okay, so here the high is 6415 and now again it is going 6600 got hit, 6600 got hit over here. Okay, and till that time we are holding. Not even once our stop loss got hit, not even once 20 SMA crossed below 200 SMA. And also please do note, from 2013 and the stock has hit 6600 around March 2014, nearly 6 months. If you would have held this trade, then you would have got this profit. Okay, and there will be one question. Let me mark it. First of all, let me mark it. So this is September 2013, conditions are met and target is also hit. Okay, now there will be a question. You told that okay, this is a swing trade and based on 20 SMA you are taking this trade and all this, but there will be one question that, okay, let's assume I'm taking this trade on September. Okay, let's assume I'm taking this trade on September, and if I'm holding this trade on September, so what would have happened is like I would have taken either September month contract or October month contract. But how will I hold this trade till here? Because actual profit comes in this trade maybe like we in this till November month you would have got profit, and till Feb month it will not be in no profit, no loss zone, and after that only you would have got into profit. So how to take in this sort of scenario? So that will be one of the question everyone will have. So in this scenario, what you should take is like you should take the end of the month, end of the year contract. Like say for example long term contract. Say if the entry is coming around September and you are like the entry is around September point or the entry is around October point, you should take either 2014 December month expiry contract or 2014 June month contract. Okay, March, June, those are the long term contracts which you will have. You have to take those contract only, not anything in between. And what I would suggest you guys is like you guys can take options, like one call option you can buy and one call option you can sell, and that will give you one of the best good risk reward ratio as well. So if this is possible from you guys, okay, no one would have like explained this also, like how to take a trade when you are going to hold this trade for example 4 months or 5 months or 6 months, how to take a trade. Okay, so this particular we are going to take in a daily time frame, daily chart. So daily chart will give lots of ups and downs. So if you are able to handle this pressure and this trade, then you can go for it. Otherwise, it's not your cup of tea. And there will be one other question, like if you are saying this, like how to take a trade. So that will be everyone's question. Now I'll tell you, go to get started. I'll tell you guys. So I told you guys, right, this assume I'm going to take a trade on December. You have to go to December month contract. To know about like how to take the options trade and what are the SL, how to keep, and how the stock has performed in the rest of the year or the rest till 2022, kindly watch the next part of the video, which will be uploaded tomorrow. Clear? So this is what is uploaded in the first part of the video. I hope this first part is making you guys sit on the edge and wait to know how to take a trade or how the stock has performed and all these. So please, if you feel the content is good, kindly give a like and share. As this video content is like more than 45 minutes, I split this video into half, and that is why the part 1 is uploaded now. And based on your feedback and your comments, I'll upload it or maybe tomorrow or like after a couple of days. Clear? So thank you guys, thanks a lot. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and keep commenting and share your feedback, and please share this video to your friends and family. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned for more.